I've had some questions on Deuteronomy 22 verse 5.
Luel kanong swel chayu bung Deutronomy jaro pro chokdi.
So I'm not sure if everyone's aware, but we've spent many hours at the last school in Uganda discussing this verse.
Acha ni manade ko yui ku we ki din ni manade edaman gaga jati jor na wo war skule ko wo jam kini.
When we start looking at this verse in the English,
To gol wo kene ting logar tong kene gor tong English.
we can draw certain conclusions.
Kanong adete wen lumulum tin.
But when you see those same words in the Hebrew, you actually draw another conclusion.
Lekin ajar balating tong Hebrew ke lo nang adete jawar.
So we just want to have a quick review of that.
Akar baloy me badwo pinma.
If you're interested in the verse, I think you need to go and watch the videos that were done on this subject.
Lekin na nong pio ba chukin badete ja pe pin ya blom chien ba video wa tikelo chibaka belo. Sukule.
So the verse says, "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man."
Ai chuka yer wel manade ke ti ka chibiya chen ka yerur ke chen.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Wala be moj be chengalet ke dia.
So we'll draw this out simply. Woman
Elwe manade ke ti
shall not
a chibiya chen
wear
chibi chen.
that which pertaineth
Thì cái chi bị cứ quên cho cái đêm mốt chi
to a man.
chi bị chen.
Hopefully that's simple enough for us to understand and agree upon.
Rồi cái nào là bị ác cái bia lấy.
Now,
Mù đế thì cũng là bên quá mặt.
as you read those words,
Chứ luôn nhìn cái quên cái nhìn nó quên.
if you look at the word pertain,
Thì thiên nhìn về để cho kết trọ.
and if we were to read that sentence and I ask, what does the word pertain mean?
Thì rồi walk in kết trọ cái là nghe.
Many of us have already discussed this during the lunch break.
Rồi có gì cũng walk in cái này chỉ giá này nè. Theo walk đâm anh này bắt chú.
And almost everybody said it means belong.
Có gì vậy chỉ áp bên dưới đúng về cái này. Cái gì con bên dưới cái trọ cái để nghe ao cái trọ cái địa.
Does anybody see that word differently?
Nàng ran chia tiếng bên đầu vai cái này nè. Ao mẹ nàng ran yên tiếng cái vai.
A woman should not wear that which belongs to a man.
Mà nãy cái tiếng chứ bây giờ chuyện yên cái trọ cái môi chỉ bây giờ chuyện.
Say amen if we all are okay with that. Yes?
Really, amen thì miễn phiếu cái này.
I could change that sentence.
Anh lấy trong cái nào là bảo à.
A woman shall not wear
Mà nãy cái tiếng chứ bữa con chuyện.
man's things.
Chứ các rồi bây giờ chuyện. Thì chứ các mối bây giờ chuyện.
Are we okay with that? A woman shall not wear a man's thing.
Mà nãy cái tiếng chứ các cái mối bia chen
Have I changed the sentence?
nàng cái cho war tin
No change.
chen tin ger cho lối
All I did
cái cho lối vậy
is take out this possessive phrase here
wer ken nè yên cái cho nhà
and rephrased it by doing an apostrophe S here.
wer nyo ken cái mối yên cái cho nhà là cái wer thế là dia bien nyo dia đấy thì cái mối cái chi chen
So they're interchangeable.
I will win the war.
Are you okay with that?
So
So the next part of the verse
the very queer
says neither
yên cái cho
shall the man
à bút chứ một chứ chứ
put on,
chứ về giá chứ
it says a woman's garment.
chứ về giá chứ các cái địa
So I'm going to just swap those two words.
rồi lưu về kero
It says a woman's garment.
về đi làm ăn là cái chiếc
So I'm going to put garment here
là cái chiếc các cháu chứ nữa
and I'm going to put woman's here.
của chiếc các cháu chứ nữa
Neither shall a man put on a garment that belongs to a woman.
về là bé mốt bé làm nguyên cho cái chiếc bé cha
Are we okay with that? So it says belong to a man, belong to a woman.
khi cho cái mốt áo cái cho cái chiếc
We could say a man's possession or a woman's possession.
alle bulu ele cái mốt của cái chiếc
Can we see that when it says woman's, it's the same as belong to a man?
chứ mà nào lui lệ cái đề tiệc cái địa cái tung cái kia lui là cái đề một
Is anybody struggling with that?
nhang ra anh địa cái chia cái đề cái đẹp
It's expressed the concept of possession in two different ways.
khi có bulu à đề thì cái đề nghe yên cả gia mình xin đồ hoa chứ
Possession by saying apostrophe S and possession by using the word belong.
ý yên nhọ cái nghe theo win lúc gia mình nếu cái này bao nhiêu cái nghe áo ba quẹt thì để ba thao quẹt nó mà cái địa cái nhọ địa để cái một áo cái gì
So let's line them up.
lui cả con buộc cá mì
A woman and a man
tiêu của mỗi
shall not.
ai chế bê qua chế bê
So we can line those up.
lui lui cả lui buộc cái có
Wear and put on.
ai chế bê ai chân áo bia càng ngã tao cái có
So it says a woman should not wear
bên lui là chỉ ai chế bê con chân
something that a man owns.
bạn nào đấy ai chế cái cho cái một chỉ một con chân
And what is that item? What is that thing that the man owns?
giờ cán ngó giờ lui cái một cái này
That she's not allowed to wear.
cái nó phá bị chỉ cái chân cái này
Okay, so people say garment.
nó có giảm cái alat
It doesn't tell you in the verse what it is.
ai chi chú cái chi là chi giờ cán ngó cái
So this is belong,
alwel kin yen ke jam kin kre
and this is to wear.
ku kin ching
What is it that is being owned by the man? What does the man own?
ye kan ngo ke to ke kre mo je tene
What does the man own?
ye kan ngo to ke kre mo ti le la chi ti be chen au chi bitao
We're not sure. It's the that. That is what this man owns.
e wer jam ti a che ke ke yen ke yen nyuot anong ke luel ke ye ke to ke kremoj.
If it helps you, you could say that thing.
Alle balwel do de ken manatu na ya lat ka yengo ke kanong ke to ke kremoj.
There's a thing that the man owns that women are not supposed to wear.
Anong ke ye kor balwel ku ni ne ban ke nong ke to ke kremoj ke lo biti kien.
And the only reason men say, or people say it's a garment,
Ku kien ko jujien dirta mana daga ke jam tin ha lat
is because they compare it to this.
e chan yen a yigo tong kene.
So they look at the garment here and say, this must be a garment.
Ai ban ku tinga ke pin ke tinga ke gamen ke a lat ke luel go ke la luel ke ne kor luel ye luel ke de moj abdila lat ya de.
But it doesn't say it in the verse.
Lekin a chi chuo luel mana de ke tik a cha lan moj be a chin e luel tik a chi ke de moj a chi be a ta.
So we're comparing what men and women do.
Cái lối của trên này tu cái giờ cái lối áo cái chi lối của cái môi lối cái gà tu kì
A woman shall not, a man shall not.
thì cái chế bé của môi cái chế bé
So when we compare them that way and we say a garment, we'll just say a garment here.
na tu cái lối của alat cái truyền chi à bé alat
We'll put it in parentheses because it doesn't say it.
cái này ayu của tao ya chan trên gì cái gì chung gì luyện cái chi nào vô cái gì
And we've discussed this.
của cái này ở trên nó quá giảm tin
It's just about ownership of the item.
cái giảm anh nhớ tao cái này cái đừng nghe cái này cái môi dân cái giảm mà will cái tin
So the first thing you should notice
cái truyền nhân của bà con đấy
is in the English,
em mà nãy đấy nên tụng cái cái này tụng đừng lý
why are different words being used?
dùng người dân will qua dân cái bay
Why did it not say put on or wear?
dùng trên dân lui là wear trong cái này bác theo bên lui là một cái chiếc cái một cái áo chim dân đi wear trong bên quan giảm tin
Why did it say that and not garment?
dùng dân lui là dul qua thì bên lui là cái chiếc một cái chiếc bé tao bố bên lui thì nó một cái cha làm cái chiếc bé tao
Why did it say pertaineth and not apostrophe s? Possession is, you can describe possession in either way.
Yung yan lui là nè akide tiek kide moj kiti beata ku che ben ku tom lo elon ti ne be wer ken beta be nyot ken ne moj
So any serious student
Iran to ke Iran korade te je
and I hope that you're serious,
lebe yen nyot yen Iran when chukurade te
they would look at these differences and see that God is trying to show something.
cái gì cái lô ao cái lô ba lô cái gì ra luôn còn bà năng ở đây thì biết cái will cái còn mình cái vui đến tin của bà tin cái gì cả nó cái còn mình này phiêu
But what we have done in this movement
cái gì cái lô ao cụt cái này
is gone to the spirit of prophecy,
em quên luôn nhớ nó lo gara lần ngoài thì
read how Ellen White interprets this verse and says that is the way to understand.
lo nhớ nó lo của quyền của cha lần ngoài chỉ để chỉ ghế chỉ để của giáo của liên cái thà đấy
But if I take you to another study,
là khi nào lá với cái phiêu này
you would say we ignore what Ellen White says on that subject,
cái cái lo luôn mà nào đây chứ chỉ nào lần ngoài giảm từ lo cái này
or we don't follow her counsel on that issue.
áo chú cu quan chú từ lo cái này
So as we approach this one,
Leki na korba kini jaldete
you need to be careful
ka korba nyenti
on how we approach this passage.
elon ben wo ke ken dete
And you can't just use conventional wisdom or conventional understanding.
leki na che bala lo e nyin wen du ne lo be nyal
So I was speaking to someone earlier,
aluel kanora ne jam ke ne
and they said, I'm not an educated person.
go jaluel manade ke na ran kin pi
And they said that because they were inferring that they didn't understand everything that I was saying. It was slightly maybe complicated.
Lekin kre lo ran kene tem bekede chore rich idul kor bene luel manade ke yen anong kokin ke deti.
And I said to the person,
Wale kene ran kene.
sometimes you're better off not being trained.
Itande erot kor ba chuto ke yin chukurbi pio.
Especially if you've got a bad teacher.
Tang chin yu wen usang chipiat.
This is the problem that many of us are facing.
Kuyen ke mikila token koi yui ke wo ke mana.
We've had bad teachers.
Wo chi doi to wan usang chipiat.
And what rule of William Miller addresses this subject of having bad teachers?
Kuyen longo William Miller yeni jam to law usang reka.
Rule number 5.
Elongo di.
Let the Bible be its own expositor.
Eman ada ke choku Bible ye ke wen to ke ron ge re to be jawa re to.
Part 1.
Ke tueng
Why?
yongo
Part 2.
kere ro
Because it's a rule unto itself.
chan ye ne lung rode
Which means
manatu
from one page to another, from one book to another,
ne bunga le bunga
from one testament to another,
ne chat kene kule chat kene
it follows the same rules and principles.
ikai lung tu ke kai ke kwan chuk.
So you can compare two books that are over 1,000 years apart and connect them.
Ile babu kero ale bake to kureke
In order to connect two things, what do you need to do to them?
chan bakan kero bake gre ke yung yukor baloi ke.
What do you need to do to them?
Yung urot kor baloi ke chan bakare.
In order to bring two things together.
Chan kubakan kero bakabe to.
So I'll draw a picture.
Iken kena kusuore
This is a high mountain,
ken kene ejabel di lawai
thousands of meters high.
anong abar rete
It's got snow at the top, so it's a tall mountain.
pien anong kutul lenom
And here is a woman.
kuti gato ti
What's the problem?
yung jalami kila
What's the problem?
yung mikila tende lo ke jesur
How tall is the woman?
ye beri de chuti ber akawar
2 meters.
jebel nom alu biya meter kero
How tall is the mountain? 1,000 meters.
leu be kur kene be ber ngo alu be ber alip meters
How come she's taller than the mountain?
leu brodja loy deran bar meters kero leu be ran bar alip meter worno
How can that be?
leu bro loy de
Sorry? No.
chi
So, get your finger
alwe loy chine la
and put it next to your eye.
tambatao nyene la
Just the tip of your finger.
jatao la
And what's bigger? The tip of your finger or my face? If you point it at me.
loy la jalanti
Your finger, isn't it?
yor
Ah.
yudu mut
And put your finger away from you.
kujar yudun janyai au chine janyai nongi
What starts getting bigger? My face compared to your finger. Yes? So, what's gone wrong here
yung chira loy chine
is that the mountain is far away and the woman is close.
emana daga jebel kena amai kuti gatio
We call that perspective.
ekin kena yuku chol tao kede
If you have things that are separated by great distances, they change in size.
na nong kang kero ka chi ke tem ko e kam then ke tao den erod gir
So in order to make sure you have a proper, accurate picture, what do you need to do?
chan kubanang sura piet kena tao kede ba chonyi adil ke yung korot baloy
You take your thumb
Ake chin bundit kine ka ilo la.
and it comes next to my face,
Ku bay ba chuor boy nyen.
and then you can measure them properly.
Dan ku jal kek te ma piat.
So in order to measure these two properly,
Chan ba ka ke ba ke chuor te ma piat.
which would look like this,
Ka kor ku budai la.
in fact you wouldn't even see her, it'd be a dot.
Na che lo ye ke full stop.
She has to move backwards.
Ka kor du kien.
So they're next to each other.
Chan be ka ke ba ke chuor ting a piat.
So the first thing you need to do in order to compare things is put them next to each other.
Ke tu eng le ba kon lo e ba ke bay ke tio.
That's called a parable, isn't it?
Ken yen ke bi chol parable.
What does parable mean?
Yung lue la parable.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Juxtapositioning.
Etung yen kam tong ba wo den kutum den.
Juxtapositioning is a form of parable.
Awer ken lue la parable o wo parable ka ye nyorwo.
In the Greek,
Nen tong Greek.
the word parable means this.
Ke wer chol parable lue de ke
You have two people,
yin nang ko kero.
and in the hand of this person,
Kunera anakin
he has a ball.
anong kura.
And if he gets this ball and throws it at the feet of this person,
Unaja lu kura jal jor jal chuara anachuk.
the idea that you're throwing it
Kelun chuar yinen.
is one,
Eto.
and the other idea that it's near is two. Parable is made of two words.
Then parable, I will kero.
The first one is to throw,
Kitu eng eba chuar.
and the second one is near.
Kukidero etiode.
So you throw near or you move near.
Bakade chuar etio au barot chuar.
So the word parable means the concept of bringing two things next to each other.
Where it all parable, eba kan kero. Bakabay iketio au baga chuoti.
So that's why in rule number 5,
Yen ka yento longdi.
the Bible is its own rule.
Manada ka Bible elong rot.
Because if you go from Genesis
Kana lor got
to Revelation,
lerinyot.
which is about 1,500 years,
Yene ruon alip buat kadi.
you can bring them together
Kalau baga bayi itu,
because they are next to each other.
can ke ada ngeke ketio kene nge.
Because they both follow the same rule.
Can ke ai lungtung kene yang kayu kwani.
Third part,
Kere dia.
don't trust teachers.
Acukur badu piu bake diagam.
Don't trust teachers when they are guessing,
Acukur bau set bake diagam te kien lo tu win make ke
when they have pride,
tenang ke late.
or when they have their own creed or their own opinion.
Tenang en kaci ke tau ke ka kenun ben beke ma jau ben ke koi ke pion ma.
So we've spoken in the previous presentations
What jam piu win chilo
about the necessity of people being trained.
etiai korot ben ko pion.
Now the problem is,
Ekin mikla ke
if you want to be trained, you need to be trained by a competent teacher.
na kor bi pion ike usamun to ke ye usam la chap yen ka korot bi pion.
And most of this movement is filled with a certain type of teacher.
Kwa kut kene anong it uset wachi chetio
4 teachers.
anong it uset ke wan
The first type just guesses.
du piu tuen a koi wen kang mek
They say, I think,
ai ke lue ka ha ta
I'm not sure, but
để khi anh acha chung nhí chung là khi na ato
The second one says,
để khi grum roe jam
the church taught me this.
mana ada ka chi kanisa ji le kan la
I learned this from the church, therefore it must be true.
cha ne phi an kanisa il ke la de bai
The third one says,
cái dia koi cái dia cái jam
I'm such a competent teacher,
an usan wento ken ye gam au an la chap
I'm so clever,
quen ye kam
I'm the Lord's anointed,
an ke ran chien ne le chu kwan
I'm someone special, therefore.
An ran win to ken ye ran riu rot au an ran win to cái chin wo awat
So trust me.
just the bayan gam
First one, they're guessing, they're not sure.
cái chuyện nè a coi mê cả chi cái gì cả chi
They tell you it's my opinion.
ấy cái lệ kia mà nà cái kinh này thằng địa
Number two,
cái đó
I learned it from the church.
if anh cả nít ấy chả là
Number three,
cái dia
I'm God's anointed messenger.
anh này quen nhà lấy
And then teacher number four,
bây giờ là cái đó ngoan
the ones that follow the same rules as the Bible.
ran win lum tum cái nó quan nhỉ cho man the Bible liền nó lum cái này nên quan nhỉ
Unfortunately,
cái chữ đó đuôi chính thế
our movement is filled with the first three types of teachers.
aku nằm đèn cái nó qua chết thiếu người cái đúc phiêu cái phụ cái dia
There aren't enough teachers of the fourth category. There are not enough teachers of the fourth type.
trên đúc phiêu gì duy nguyên chút giá cho lưu bí án cái ngoan lưu ý
Those who follow the biblical rules
khói quên luôn có Bible quan chụp
without guessing,
cái chữ mê
without following the church,
cái chữ cả nít ta quan chụp
and without claiming that there's something special.
cái chữ giảm mà nà đấy cái quái cái tuổi kia cái nhà lấy cái quái cái kỳ trình bùa quá
So whilst I said that the sisters need help to be trained,
chứ mà này cha nó luyện như là cái quả còn bất kỳ phiêu
before you queue up to start wanting to train them,
anh ngồi cái về kiến qua gọi là phiêu đến
make sure you're not one of those three types of teachers,
các bà con tìm bà đúc phiêu cái gì dia cái bà con nhỉ
because many of us are.
chàng có gì cái đúc phiêu trai hoặc
We guess,
ayu tem bu make
we have a message that we got from the church.
one of you cái yêu kanisa
So the first one guessing you're wrong.
coi when me ka wel cái đền này chia gì
We get our opinions from the church, which is wrong.
với cái yêu cái nó cái giảm tin yên nó coi chưa ra cái yêu cái bé kanisa
We think we're something special, we're wrong.
yêu cái game ya dem na de cái wo coi trên này lấy cái quan wo dia cái wo lừa quan
If you're in need of training,
yin cor phiêu chứ
especially in the context of our discussion and you're a sister,
chứ cho cái jam wo tin lon binang jam when này nhan kui du
be cautious of those three types of teachers because our movement is full of them.
akor bu nyin ti edu phiêu ki dia ka ke chana ku den ke ne koi ti ka tio au du phiêu che ku den tio nga ke koi ke dia
So we've looked at how parables work,
chu ting lo nien ne parable yen loi tin
the idea of bringing things close together.
de ti min lu ben kang bay bu ke bay ke tio bu ke chua ti
And as we bring this man and the woman into unity with one another,
chi man bi wo mo ke ne ti bi wo ke mati
we bring them close together
ayu ke bay ke tio
in the English,
ne tong dengali
we see
mane jam
that put on and wear are the same, and garment and that are the same.
mane jam ching ku teo akatung ku ken ne ku jela lat akatung
We ignore the differences.
wo ja chu ti
So,
man
in the English,
ne tong dengali
Ellen White can take that statement,
alen wa da lu be wer ken lu
she can say the following:
ku leu be wel ke lu
men
mana da ke ro
wear trousers
ai cheng ban tulun
and women wear dresses, and they should not mix them.
mana ada ke rura cheng bantlon ku dia a cheng ala wen sikaloy ke ka ken ke che bantlon lekin a che lebih clear.
Now, in a loose translation, that might work.
Nene geri wen to kalawi.
But we all know by now,
Lekin ken ayu cho ka jama me.
that Moses was talking to the people of his generation,
Mana ada ke Moses jam nong koi ke ada mandene.
and no one wears trousers and no one wears dresses.
Ku zaman on dia main kene kirane jam kirane cheng bantlon. Kirane cheng ala de to ke ka dia.
They're all wearing robes, the same clothes.
Ko je ben zaman Moses ake cheng ala tum.
And it's not what some people think.
Ko je ke ye koi kok tak.
The women wear women's robes and the men wear men's robes.
Mana ada ke dia ake cheng ala ke dia kurur ken ala kurur.
It doesn't work that way.
Ache to ya.
And that's 3,500 years ago.
So eken kene yen ke kreto kichir ruon alipedia
Move forward 1,500 years.
ye la twen kichir ruon aliptier budi.
In the time of Christ,
E zaman Yesu Kristo.
what are they doing?
Yung ay ikloy
They're still wearing the same clothes.
ake chinga le tungka.
Move forward 500 years.
Le kichir ruon alipedi.
They're still essentially wearing the same clothes.
Ake dia ke chinga le tungka ka.
It's a really recent phenomena, the last 1,000 years or so, where people begin to wear different clothing.
E zaman wan chen ko jal ben ruon alip akir yan ka chen ko jal ga ke koy ke non ale ken ku koy ke ken ale ken.
So let's put that to rest.
Eken kene kon kuan ma di yung kelong.
Moses is not speaking about men's and women's clothing.
E bu kon wai pin manade ka Moses e chi jama le pro ko le ke dia.
That's what it appears to be in the English.
Ken yen ke ko bu de te long dengelis.
And it's not a good translation.
Ku ken a chi geri piet a wo chi weri piet ban wel manade ke no ale pro ko le ke dia da man Moses.
So we have a quick view.
Ken a chu chare ja.
To begin with,
Yang ku bugol
this word is not even in the Hebrew.
e wer ken a chi to tung Hebrew.
It doesn't even exist there.
A chi wer kon to chi le bayu.
And the word wear
Wer ye chol chin kana
does not mean to put on.
luel de a chi ba ke da ta.
It means something else.
Luel de a wa
This means to wrap.
luel de e ba ke da dol au ba ke da bukuat.
To get a garment and wrap it around yourself.
E ba la te ba lu ba kuam bi ko.
It says garment, it says wrap it around yourself.
Beluela lat ike ba lan kene ba deri ko.
Which is how they would dress.
Yen ye lo ne yen ke chim kon.
This word wear,
E wer e chol chin kana
it doesn't mean put on something.
a chi ko beluel manade ke ba ke da ta i ko.
It means to become something.
Luel de e ba ya kene.
Is this a verb? To put on something, is it a verb? It is. It's an action. You did something.
E wer ye luela ba ke da ta ko. Ye loe. Ye mlong when te win ke da. E ye na jam yen.
If you become something, is that a verb? To become something.
Lekin chan ba jala ken kene chan ba ya computer kene.
Or to exist.
Tung kene wer kene.
Is that a verb?
No.
Okay, so some people think it's not.
Ayi ko ka yi ta mana de ke ka ji tung.
One person said.
Kiran to ka chi luel.
In fact, it is.
E cho ka to ya.
There are two types of verbs at least.
Anong ti jem walk wele luai nyo cái ka to cái iro.
So verb 1
Anong cái truyền
is an action verb.
ewer win cái luai nyo.
People call it a doing word.
Ayi ko cái cái chol wer chil luai do wer chil cái luai.
Verb 2
Cái ro
is not an action verb.
achi wer luai nyo.
It's a being
Tao
or a state of existence.
or jam tao cái đấy.
And they're both verbs.
Kuka cái dia I will you ke lu cái nang cái chill cái phi đây.
So this second verb is one that people are not so familiar with.
Lekin where chien cái này cái ro cái này yen cái nó coi date cái chi date đã bây giờ where 20.
If you're alive, are you doing anything?
Thì phi rin của yin nong cái lối.
No. You're just existing.
Yin tong pi ra bạch.
So this idea of living is a verb. It's a state of existence.
Date je tao du cái này tao cái này ato cái where tung will cái nang cái chiao.
So this is a verb, but it's a different type.
Cái này ada bulung cái tung cái này lekin aja luoi cái nào nong cái luyện của cái nào nong cái luyện cái kawan.
If you're not sure about all of this,
na chi yo cái gì
all you need to do is go into the Hebrew and check, and it's all there to see.
cái lu balo em balo gara Hebrew kubaka cái baka Latin te cái gì đấy.
Or you can go and watch the classes that we did where it's laid out in minute detail.
Au ballo baduchien kuba videos war chen wo cái loi tin ba cái Latin ba chua tin lon chen ya loi chen loi lon tu ti jare.
This word belong here
Eweri chol cái đề nghe cái này
does not mean belong.
achi kor beluen mana ada cái này cái đề.
If you go into the Hebrew,
Na lor ko Hebrew
this means the following:
cái lue de cái
a tool or an instrument.
lue de cái de au kia nó lui.
It can be an instrument of war,
Allo biya cái de to
of hunting,
or allo biya cái de yap
of music,
well allo biya cái de cái
or farming.
au allo biya cái de por
So it could be a guitar,
allo biya tom
a bow and arrow,
allo biya janga
a sword,
allo biya tom
or
allo biya se
this hoe.
au allo biya torea.
So this word
Where di
actually means an instrument.
lue de cái to.
If you go to war, the kings used to wear certain types of protective body armor.
Na zaman on kulor to then kamili anong kai ke chen ka wen ke gel.
You call it chainmail, little pieces of metal that protect them.
Ken ai cái tao chứ mà nè cái tao cái gel bực cái khum.
So, however you look at this,
Thì gối ý cái này
this word here
cái where cái này
is a tool or an instrument.
cái cho cái đè áo cái nó lui.
And this type of man here
Quran cái này
is this one.
eranti.
And we said this is what kind of a man?
Qua chu luyện nghe ran cái nó warrior.
A brave, fighting man
Eran nó cho cái ran nghe ran cho rồi
who has ability
ran ông rier.
and is more than 20 years old.
Quran bagum cái teromim.
That's what that word means.
yen ke le wer kene be la ran
So the top sentence reads this way in the Hebrew.
na ja len chuo queen ke chale ne wer kene to Hebrew ale ba queen la
A woman
ti
shall not
achelo
become
be ya
a brave fighting warrior
achelo be ya ran nge to rete
by taking up a weapon of warfare,
elom ben ka ke tom ben ke lu
which is the same story as what?
yene ye akukul tung kene
Barak
yene akukul tung kene akukul
from
ne
Judges
bara
chapter 4.
bung dulu muan
And we said
wachu ben
she is supposed to.
yen akorot biya ran tom
I didn't say we did. Deborah says that will happen.
chana chi da bora luen manade ke kene la limbro loy
If you don't know prophecy,
to kuin prophecy
then
a will ke nyot
a woman
ke ti
will.
ti ka be
She will become
abiya
a warrior
ran tom
by taking the instruments of war,
elum ben ka ke tom ben ke lum
just like Jael did with the nail.
cuman chene ye chene loy ne chen matumar chene lum
This verse has got nothing to do with what women wear.
alwe le chu kene a chung mei kwa chu kon tiêu cái này chính le
It has nothing to do with dresses or trousers.
a che cái tiêu cái này chính ban tulun au chính le cái dia
Deuteronomy chapter 20.
bung Deutronomy tero
What do those scared men want to do?
yongo korbi erur chirio chloy
They want to stay home
korbi labai
because they're cowards.
chan ke arioj
Because they're scared.
arioj are
The woman
tip
isn't meant to fight like this man is supposed to fight.
erod ben loy be aran tong cuman kor erod beran kene be aran tong
She's not supposed to take up weapons.
achelo be kagotor be kelum ke yeti
A man
emoy
is not supposed to do what?
mo achelo bungo
Wrap a woman's garment around itself.
mo achelo be alanati ben rod pa
Why would a man want to do that?
yong chirod kor be mo kene loy
Because he's scared to fight.
chan yen ale be brio cherio brom nyot
Deuteronomy chapter 20.
bung Deutronomy tero
God wants all the people to fight, all the men.
Nelet akor kojben bidil tor.
He does not want people to be scared.
Ache kuru koi yar yoy au koi brioj.
If you're scared,
Pikir yoy
what did Moses tell you to do?
kayong chimose lakin baloy.
Go back home
Rồi lor bài duong chen.
and be like
Kuyin bichir,
a woman.
yin bichir tik.
So this verse is nothing to do with men and women's clothing.
So akar baluel manada kay chukene. Achin ketir kore kene chingale ke diar awale kru.
Not even when Moses wrote it, he didn't mean that.
Ipen chaka on ger Moses say ka chekin kini yene kor baluel.
Ellen White will take the English
Allen White abi la yo ke tong dengelit
and make her own application.
ku jel adede de rot jel bay
She has her own reason for doing that.
anong mana yen adede de wa ken kir Moses yenen bay
What we're supposed to do
ke korot no wo buloy
is go back to the original passage,
e budu chien tere gere ken tin awel
understand the original context,
ku lok de tere gere tin
which is about fear,
yen le wo ga de yo ke rioj
about warfare.
giảm lóng ở trong
about weapons,
cái giảm lóng ở các to
about having faith in God and not being scared.
cái giảm lồn biến yêu với nè lại ku chỉ beri rồi
And we make an application of that.
ku jar ku adetida jab lo chi cho đã detiti
Which is what we did this morning with Barak, Judges 4.
cái này cái chỉ cái chu lo với mi hadu chen wo ka be ako kul barak ku jela Deborah.
Does everybody here believe in the concept of priests
yara an ban ye gamet na dete di bandi ka nele
and the 144,000?
ku jela ana li buat ku terman kuman
Do we claim to be that?
yung
Yes.
luer ka wo ye ko ye ka
Men and women?
ror ku dia
Yes.
ayuku gam
We believe that men and women are priests and the 144,000.
ayuku gam ror ku dia ke kai bandi ka nele ku ke ka rana li buat ke wan ku terman kuman
So what did we teach? What should we teach?
yung koran bu pio
Women
dia
shall become
abia
fighting warriors
je itor
by taking up instruments of warfare.
elum bene ke ka tong ka tor bene ke lum
What's the instrument of warfare?
ye ka ngo to ke ka tong
Is it the third angel's message, God's word, or is it a pair of trousers?
ye leg de malaika de dia ka ye ching ban tlon
It's the third angel's message.
leg de malaika de dia
You're not going to go and throw trousers at people.
yin ti loba ban tlon
You don't hit people with trousers, you give them the word of God.
yin ti ko chi chwer ban tlon lekin ki chwer ke wer nele
The wearing of trousers is a symbol of the commitment that sisters are making.
lekin ching ban tlon ki ye ja nyot e gem ro chen ke ro gam to lo message aui ke yen piu ken
It's a symbol, it's not the weapon itself.
eker lekin a chen ye kretor
So we should all believe
akorot bu gam ben
that women shall become fighting warriors.
manada ke dia abeben ike ye koi etor are
I'll rephrase that.
ken abad do pen
Women shall become
dia abia
the 144,000
abiarana lip buat ke
priests.
abiaran biana bur terman bungan
Women should become priests
dia rabia bandir ka nele ya
by taking up the empowerment of the third angel's message.
elonien ke le de malaika dia donien ke yeria
That's what we believe.
yen ke yu gam
That's what we should teach.
kuyen ke koron bu pio
And that's what we should be putting into practice.
kuyen ke koron bu tau loi
Which means the verse in its original context
kabrodil de ne chuke londe ne garietin
is no longer applicable to God's people today.
ache dia ke jam to lo ko nele chmane
We can't make an application of that now.
ken a chuku le bu loi men to lo ko nele
Application means put into practice, apply.
e wer ken chan ba ke de lue de ba ke de tau loi ba ko wa ti ba lu de tau loi chme
Can we apply the verse in its original form?
chi pia de no wo bu wer ken au bu kwen ken chi cho ke gere ti na wel bu ya yen te ku loi
With the not. Women shall not. Can we apply that today?
ke wer ken ke liu bu luel manade dia abia koi istora reti
No, we cannot.
ken a chu le bu loi
It would be disobeying God to do that.
alo be alon chen wo ne le riu to lo wo ke ne ya
God says women shall become. It doesn't say women shall not become.
aye lwe le dia a be a ko ke tong ya a chi lwe le dia ra chi be a ko ke tong
So therefore,
ke ken ne
Deuteronomy 22 verse 5 is no longer applicable to this movement.
ke bung Deutronomy e jam manade a chi ber ya ko korot no wo ke men bu de ti der waren wo ke de
It's applicable to different dispensations in the past, but not today.
e kreto ke nong zaman den e te yen tin ka to ya ti chok chena len wa diam tin a pirwar ti lo ken kin rinden ken ti be to ya
Now, I'm sorry if that comes as a shock to many of you,
hay lel male ti chen ko yu ke we chen ka riok pio
because in my dialogue with people,
chan jam dio wan ko
they still seem to be waiting for an application. What does it mean for us today?
ayi ko ka yi ke dir tem bi ni e ke ti yo mo lel de no wo ko men
It means nothing for us because we can't even apply it today.
tene en ka lel ka chin a chin lel de tene wo chan a chin ko lu pi wo za du
And that's the answer that some people find shocking.
ku yen ke yi ko ti ke ye ke chor yo pio da rete ji ke ne lel a ken kin a chin lel de men
Because they read
chan a chi kwen
that all scripture is profitable.
manade ke chi gor bible ji ben a te ke
I'm not saying this is not instructive or profitable.
acha e kor ban wel manade ke kin achi tek
I'm just saying it's not applicable.
aya wel manade ke yen achi lui e zaman den
And this is something that we haven't grasped in our movement.
e ki to ke chen wo tera rete ja ku den kini
You can't take every verse and apply it at the end of the world. It does not work that way.
achi rot kor ba chu ku ben chi lon chene gartin balum ku jal tao man ti ne loy a ku den kini ja chi toya
Some verses you can apply or put into practice, and some you cannot.
anong chu ko au anong bible den le balum ku tao loy ko nong de le balum ke chi tao loy
If that surprises you,
right
surprise.
okay ken e ki ko goy
If that shocks you,
e ken e ko yena la jet
decide the following.
na chaka kito
Either I'm I'm a teacher, rule number 5,
ti yan usat kilong di
that is guessing
usangun mek
or got my own creed
au chanang long chien chaketao
or thinking I'm something special
au batak manada ke ani ranun tekit
and that I'm not following the rules.
kwan chilung acha ka kwan chuk
Either that
na te ya
or you're one of those 3 people.
au na te ke ni ran tung ko ke dia
If you find this strange,
ti ting ni kine
if you don't agree with that, one of us is wrong.
ti chin mer wene ke pio kine kran tung wo ka nong du
Either I'm a false teacher or you are.
ele baya du pinya duom au baya du pinya duom
And I don't say that to challenge what I'm teaching.
lekin acha e kor ba luel ba ka pio kine ba choil
I say that because we've come to a time where we've only got months left to be fully, completely trained before the next dispensation.
wa che ben daman chen wo dung pe dia ben ka wo pio ja pet ku bulo wer ji din dei
We don't have that much time left,
a chen daman di ti dung ken wo
as I've just explained.
che man chan luel
In order to get our house in order.
chan bunda buta wa juere
So we should get to a place, I'm saying by now,
akorot bulo ti yen luel men
where we should understand what this verse means and how to apply it.
akorot bu chu ken bu dil de ti kulonien wo ke jal tao luoi che men
And there are too many of us that don't.
ko non ko ji wo che yen kon gam
I was asked to give comment on this verse, which I've done.
anh này chỉ tí bà nang của bà luyện từ lo cái này vậy này cái cha lối mẹ
I was asked about the symbology of the trouser and of the hammer and nail, which I've responded to.
anh này chỉ tí chứ nè bà giam luyện le bàn klon yung iya korba ka kujela masumar kujela chakut.
And I've discussed the general principle of what trousers are supposed to be symbolizing.
Quan chỉ giam tin lo lo nguyên tiết yung lo bị bàn klon le baka ra daman den.
As we close,
Chứ man bi wo ka khir
the first day of our camp meeting,
yani kul tuing the pyda.
I don't want you to think about what my position is.
An chukur ba tak a lot ka jantin
I want you to think about what your position is.
cái kar ba tak eto no ka che no in
Where do you stand on these issues?
ye to no chu in ko tin ne ka cái gì cái dia
Wherever I go,
real ti yam la tin ben
there are so many people, too many people,
real ka non ko ji ko ga
that have a question.
non swal
They call it a question, it's really they've got an agenda.
ai ke cho swal lekin an ka ke ni ka kor bi ke real
They're clever,
ko ai per ni
so they frame their agenda as a question.
ko per ni cái ko cái to cái ra na ye la be cái ye swal
Just like Jesus did.
chứ mà non trên này Giêsu Christo lôi
Jesus has an agenda and he asks for a cup of water.
Giêsu Christo nó cái đề này quá cái con bình nhỉ còn ti ấy nó cũng bán phiếu
So people have got that technique from Christ,
ai chỉ có bên luôn cái bên này nó cái này nó Giêsu Christo
and the subject of equality or the role of men and women or the use of trousers is a repeating question.
em ăn ti nữa rồi ai chừng cái bàn từ lớn cũng giờ là một số lệ mỗi cũng một số lệ tiệc bên cái chỉ xuel cái nhà pin cũng nhà cái pin
So as we go home,
chứ mà bên wall là chuyện mẹ
I want each of us to spend some time quietly at home, meditating upon what they think, what they feel.
Akar brand ben bedila tak yung yeta kuyetunok tayentin.
It's okay to use this questioning technique for your enemy,
Ay luel kapiat ken baloy dulian ke dati ken nong ko korba ni le baloy adundu
or to instruct someone who's not saved
au biran binen ngor ran wani ting ken nong tre tayentin.
So if you use that kind of technique
Na lu
with me,
the lu mi ne pele nong ken
then essentially what you're saying is that I don't even understand anything,
ke korban le ken emanade enda do chin ade
and I need to be instructed by you.
ke yini ne kajal kur baen ngor baen nyai tre tayentin.
I don't mean that you don't have anything that you could teach me. I don't mean that.
Acha kur balwel manade achin kilo biran we pien achin ye ke kar balwel.
But I just want to recognize that the methodology that some of you are using is this one that is a methodology of evangelism.
Ay luel ay ke kar bale we ke manade ke lung yen ngar we ke mantine ngar ko we elung yen to kene yen luel manade ko ja belo be pin nom la pio a we lung we pio ji pin nom.
And if you want to evangelize me so I can join your sect,
Lekina ay kudu bayan pio bayimat
I think you need to rethink what you're here for.
ika kor badil be takapiat yomote yinetene.
If we're the leaders of this movement, Elder Tess and myself,
Tien walk ye dungor ka kunom wane eldates
and you're here to hear what God is teaching us,
ku kor ba ping yom pi ne le walk
then I would suggest
ka kar ba luel
that the way you frame your questions or ask us things should be done carefully.
ka kar ba le we manade ti wenyen we swel kon baitin au lon wenyen we ka tietin akor ba chua be chare ja pet.
It's not the people are disrespectful.
Ache manade ko chin kuriu.
It's just you need to recognize you're using a technique.
E ba din ni manade ka no ki chetin tin.
It's a technique that you use for people who are not in agreement or not in the same place that you're in.
Cái lon yin ti tin te ne yen nuon manade ka yin anong koi chemet kan yin.
It's a technique that you use for people who are not in the same house or the house of God that you're in.
E ka yi loi e ti kana yiran ti ran chen we to tok so akakor ba be.
So please think about that whilst we're here this week.
E kin akar ben walk ben we di la tak tin chiman ben wo to wen ben.
We don't want to stop you asking questions.
Acha kur ba we choka ke we chetuel kon beti.
But I do want to say
Lekin ka kar ba duel
to talk carefully.
Kor ba ya jam apiat ka yin kwen cho ka yin nga dete je kelwel.
I don't mean respectfully because that's automatic.
Acha e kor ba duel yi jam ka yin riwo ka chen ye ka jam mantin.
Don't use debating techniques that are completely inappropriate.
Acha kur ba ka da ya be ka betum jam ka chen ka piet jam itin.
There's something you disagree on.
Nang ka chi na gam ka ni yen.
Write your question down and I will try to address it.
Ka yin gar ku du pen ko ba tem ba dil dung no.
It's been a long day.
Ya daman bare.
First day of our camp meeting.
Yani ya cool to piu da.
I hope you've all enjoyed yourself and had a blessed day.
Aya dil tak ran ben eto ka mit pio ka ya cool ayum.
Let's pray.
Lempo.
Heavenly Father, we thank you. We ask and pray that you would guide, direct, and bless us in the study and meditation of your word. Father, please be with us that we might honor you and glorify your name. We thank you for the privilege of being your people in this dispensation. The dispensation that comes just before the final movements before Daniel 11 verse 41. Lord, our time together here is precious. May each of us not waste our time, but use it profitably, that we might be edified and come into unity one with another. May this be the theme and the prayer for our camp meeting, in Jesus' name.